All right, there's too many records. I can't.
I know. You can just go crazy.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Hello.
Hi there.
How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you? How are you?
Doing well. It's a beautiful day, right? Are these from a boat?
They fit a 150 Mer Cruiser.
Huh. Interesting. I'm not sure what I would do with them, but so I do not own a boat.
You don't want to shame that you throw money into the river. All a ski boat is a hole in the river into which you dump money.
All right, that's good. That's good to know.
Why I no longer ski.
How much are your window insulation kits here?
Want all of them?
I think there's probably these two. It's old. Anything about that? Do you guys have many people out?
We have. Starting 2.5 hours before we open.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The early birds, eh? Does this work?
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of cool.
And it works, excuse me, it works really good. It's just that when we bought the camper, we didn't need that
Didn't need
kind of system anymore.
Gotcha.
We carry a little electric heater with us
It's
now.
Is this what does this use? Propane or?
It's with white gas.
Oh.
Or, you know, Pullman fuel.
Okay, yeah. How much do you have on this?
I think $5, you think?
Yeah, I think $5.
All right. Start. Let me just start myself a little pile somewhere.
Yeah,
Yep.
just wherever, and we got boxes to help you out behind her
Put it
chair,
right
or right
here.
here, or whatever, yeah.
We'll
It's not crazy right now, so you
can set it there. No one's gonna take it.
You got your spot.
All right. Thank you.
An absentee ballot. And then I was able to go in and vote, and I should have brought my absentee ballot with me, and I didn't. So they gave me back the original ballot.
Well, that's why I asked the other day, because I thought we had sent the forms in.
Right, no, we hadn't. We had gotten them. We didn't send them in because we knew we were going to do it again. Now that there's early voting, and we can vote, so it
Really does,
Yeah.
away with most, yeah, unless you're military, stationed overseas, I mean, there are reasons.
So what is this system here? Is this the VCR?
Yeah, Lisa, that's yours, and you need to
That
explain
is-
it.
That is a complete camcorder system that does VHS. I used to teach tennis. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so I used it with my students.
Okay.
And so I'd videotape them, and the two pieces, there are two boxes in there. One of them is a playback box, and one of them is a recording box.
Oh.
Okay, and it's a complete set.
Oh, that's cool. Again, I don't know what I would do with this, but
I get it. I know.
Well, that's really cool. How much do you have on this?
I haven't even thought about it.
No?
Okay.
Okay.
Let me think for a second.
Go right ahead.
There's all the cords and all the manuals. That's what's important. Is the manual, so you
know how to use it, right? Interesting. Yeah, that's really cool.
You know, if I got, is that too high?
That's too high.
$35. $35 out of it.
And it's $1,000 setup.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It cost me out the wazoo, but that was back in the early '80s. So,
Gotcha.
you know, most people don't do VHS anymore.
Yeah, I mean, there's some.
Yeah, we have a DVD VHS player. We have a player that plays both.
Sylvania. Yeah, I had never seen anything quite like it before.
Yeah, it's an early version of the camcorder.
Okay, interesting. So 35.
Yep.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
I think that one lady was buying
The little records here.
Oh yes.
And I take was for a
I'm
grand.
sure someone cleaned you out with these earlier.
Well, no, we've sold probably
some, but
30 total.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more than that.
And the thing is, Lisa and my husband were both into rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a classical violinist, so
Oh, awesome.
there's a lot of classical in there. There's a lot of my parents' stuff in there, so it's Kate Smith and Jim Neighbors.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a little of everything in there.
Gotcha. And they're what, a buck a piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't believe something.
Gives you Ohio State.
No. Why would that surprise
I don't know,
you?
it just does.
Ohio State people are crazy.
I know we are.
Just saying. Not like the rest of us.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
You didn't have the best damn band in the land, though. Just saying.
y'all have prejudice.
I'll tell you who has always had a fantastic marching band. Here's OU.
Yes.
They're incredible.
Because they have a fantastic music department. Yeah.
But now Ohio State, with what they've now been able to do on their performance marching, is
Yeah.
a good one.
I just the music educator in me does not like the way marching bands are currently managed and judged. Because it's all about learning a set show.
Well, it is in high school.
Maybe two, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Ohio State does something different every Saturday. And it's, you know, a dedication to rock and roll, or to this, to that, to the other. Michael Jackson, whatever.
So they do a different one every weekend,
Every Saturday.
or every game.
Every game. Those young men and women were here today, they were
To
pretty
me,
big.
we're losing track of the music, of the musicality, in favor of what will look cool on TV as the
I think
cameras
that's
shoot
probably a
and
very
things.
true statement.
And my job as a music educator was to teach people how to play their instrument.
Yeah,
and
but by the
express
time they get
themselves.
to college, they should know how to play their instrument, and they should be able to
Well, sort of.
put it all together.
Sort of more or less.
I mean, what the young people at OSU are doing, they've got an iPad in front of them when they start practicing at the beginning of the week, and by Saturday, everything is memorized.
Great. No. instrument and graduate with it.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot about music that's easy.
No. No, and people don't understand that.
I tried to learn violin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so once I finished college late, and I was like, well, I'm gonna take up something else. And I tried violin for a little bit, and then I went right back to the guitar. I could
You
not.
went back to those frets.
I could not. Yeah, I could not figure it out. I couldn't. The sound, like I just. But maybe I'll go back to it someday.
Violin's an instrument that you need to have some really good initial
Instructions.
teaching.
Yeah, I think that was the mistake. I was trying to just see if I could do it.
Oh, trying on your own?
Yeah,
Yeah, no. Don't do that to yourself.
it didn't work. It did not work.
No, there's some basic technique that you just need to learn.
Okay.
And then you can expand and push yourself. But yeah, you've got to learn some. There are certain things about pulling the sound out of the instrument and what have you and they're not hard things necessarily. They're just
You have
see
to.
somebody constantly on your butt about it until you do it right.
Gotcha. Do you ever listen to a guy named Andrew Bird?
No.
He's the reason I wanted to learn violin.
Okay.
So he's classically trained. He's fantastic, but he's it's not classical music. It's more of I don't know how exactly to describe it. Maybe kind of alternative rockish a little bit.
Okay.
But his melodies are just beautiful. You would probably recognize it being
I've heard it, yeah.
being a violin player. You'd be like, oh wow, this guy's really good. So yeah, Andrew Bird. If you ever get a chance to check him out.
I will do that. That's two things now on my plate. The other one was the lady that told me.
He's pulled out some albums.
Got a couple of them. Are these probably all classical here? The old
They
books.
are a little bit everything.
Okay.
I will tell you what it is. I ended up
Here's Les
I
Brown.
ended up inheriting. No, he's talking about over
No, I'm
here.
talking about what he picked out.
Oh.
He is nosy.
This was the Xenia Library's record collection.
Oh wow. Xenia in Ohio.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah. And the librarian, when she retired, they were taking all the records out.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going to pitch them. And
Oh,
she
wow.
kept them. And her son inherited them and then gave them all to me.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, oh my God.
What am I gonna do with all of them?
Yeah, right. And I've kept a few. Yeah, I sort of went through and my favorite works and what have you that I've pulled out.
Okay.
And then there's the more contemporary ones was stuff that either I had or my father-in-law, who was also big into classical music,
Okay.
had some.
So these are mostly classical, you think, probably? More than,
Not necessarily.
no, a little bit of everything.
I think there's a lot of jazz in
I was gonna
there.
say you're gonna find some jazz from my mom's collection too. Okay, because you may find Stan Kenton and some of that stuff in there.
Gotcha. Interesting.
Old school stuff as he does
Yep.
at Withrow. You might just absolutely gobble this stuff up.
All right. There's too many records. I can't.
I know. You can just go crazy.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. Is this
It's an antique iron.
is it magnetic?
Most people nowadays use them for doorstops.
Feels.
They had a wooden handle with a metal end on either end of it
Mm-hmm.
that clamped onto it. And you would put the iron into the fire, heat it,
Take it out.
clamp the wooden handle on, iron away, and the rack that it's sitting on is what you used to keep it up off the
Oh,
hearth.
gotcha. How company? Huh. That is cool. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, he's getting this. Was this yours?
No, that's my dad.
What was your dad's? I bet it was your dad's.
It's late in the day today, but tomorrow, before I leave, we are going to move all the stuff out there with all that.
Okay. And you say before you leave, you gotta be there at 9,
Yeah.
and that means people are gonna start coming.
Means I'm going to have to get up at like 6:30 and put my car out there so I can get the heck out of here.
No, that's the first thing, but the second thing is that we're gonna be dealing with a lot of people before 10 o'clock. If we've got stuff sitting out, we have to.
All right. So I didn't ask you about this one, but I think so. Right here, I've got $12. I think.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's do 15 rounded off and be
Oh,
done.
actually, you know what? Nope. Nope. Because I did have 2 sets that I'd set aside that I forgot to bring over there. See, I told you I was overwhelmed already by the records. I was getting ready to leave them. So I've got, so that's 6, right?
Yeah.
So we were at 12, so 18, and then what was on this one? Does this work?
Give me $20 and should. I mean, I don't know for sure. I'm going to tell you.
Okay, $20. And random question: you don't have any like old Bibles laying around?
The
here?
one that we had, we actually gave away earlier.
Really?
Yeah. Darn.
Okay, no worries.
It was an NIV.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old it was.
Man.
but What are you thinking, man? Hang in there, she may be born again.
Where's my keys to my car?
In the car. Oh, she may have one in the car.
I may have a King James in the car, but
She's also an Episcopal priest.
Oh man.
and a hospice chaplain.
I was gonna say, is
so
there-
I inherit people's Bibles.
Is there anything that you don't do? So a music teacher, priest, jet skier.
She inherits people's Bibles.
Oh wait. Oh. So I gave you 20.
Oh,
Forgot about this guy.
what did we tell you on that? What did we say, 5?
I think he said 5. Yep.
Does that work?
Yes, ma'am. There's 5.
sir.
Thank you. Oh, you found a couple? What do you want
Merry
for him?
Christmas.
You don't want anything for him? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Well, thank you so much.
to
So as you see, it was just at one sale today, and as you can see, those were 2 of the nicest ladies I've met in quite some time. They were very, very nice. Had a lot of stuff to look at. Yeah, definitely got a little overwhelmed with the records. There was just so much. But again, for the most part, those victory records are not worth a whole lot. So let me go ahead and show you just the things that I did pick up and what I think I can get for them. So we've got the Coleman lantern, or actually this is a Coleman catalytic heater. I hadn't seen one of these before. I thought this was pretty cool. It's definitely very, very rusted. It's not in the best of shapes. I paid $5 for it. I think in this condition, realistically, maybe $15 to $20. So nothing great. So nothing crazy, but not bad. This Wilson Pickett album was probably the best album that I picked out, just based on its condition. This one was in really good condition, and this one was right around that $15 range. So pretty happy about that one. This Glenn Miller one I thought was going to be pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's really not. It is not complete. There were supposed to be, I think, 15 records in here, and there was only 10. So I should have looked at it a little bit closer when I picked it up. So that one will probably end up in a giveaway pile at some point. These little Frost Kings here, I only picked these up because they were $1 and they were new. I've seen a couple of them sell, so this one here on the right, it should sell for right around $10 or $11. And this one here, this is the 9-pack, should sell right around that $15 to $20 range. So again, nothing crazy, but for $1, easy to ship. Felt pretty good about that one. So these records here that I picked up 10 of them, paid $1 a piece. Some of these would be really, really good, but the condition is just not what it needs to be. I made the mistake, so I think I picked up the Wilson Pickett first, and that condition was really, really good. So I didn't really pay too much attention, as close of attention as I normally would to the rest of these records. But so like this Cheech and Chong record, which actually is super cool looking, with the huge rolling paper there. I think that's pretty awesome stuff. In good condition, this is, $20 record. The condition this one's in, it's just not very good, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a lot of good titles, just not good condition. Art Garfunkel is actually in really good condition, but it's not that great of a title. This Beach Boys record would be fantastic as well. This is about a $25 record, but again, the condition is just not there. So what I'm doing with these, because the titles are good, I'm just going to put them all on a lot and just kind of let them go that way, and we'll see how that one does. Same thing with the Victor, as I was mentioning earlier. I always start looking at these, and I really don't know why. There's really not very many of them out there that are worth money. There's probably a couple really rare ones out there, and you might be able to find a couple of decent ones that'll sell for 10 to 20 bucks. But it's so hard to tell, very hard to find. So I bought this set. It was $3. There's 12 records in here, so I'm just going to sell this kind of as an as-is lot as well. See what we can do with that one. And then I think you saw at the end I asked if she had any Bibles, which I was willing to pay for, and she just gave it to me. And this is another one of the chain reference Bibles, the Kirkbride Bible Company. These are definitely ones you want to look out for. Like I said, if you find them, they're almost always cheap or free, as in the case of this one. And so like I said, I didn't pay anything for this one, and this one has already sold for $30. And it probably could have sold for more, but I figured I didn't pay anything for it. I'll take $30 without a problem.